Hi, today we're going to talk about how we can create PDF files on automation from a Notion form. As you can see in the background, I have got a car accident release of liability form wherein a user can fill in all the details in this particular form and they can click on submit to create a response. I've already gone ahead and I have created two different dummy responses in this responses tab, and now I'm looking for an automation system which can create me PDF files on automation at the moment a new response is created. For this, I will be using a tool known as PDF Output. PDF Output will help me create PDF files on automation with the help of a Google document and a Notion database. It works really well for any documents that you need at scale, such as reports, invoices, contracts, certificates, or even quotations from a Notion database. So if you have any such requirements, you can definitely take help of PDF Output to create the PDFs on scale. Click on create PDF and simply sign in with any of your account, and then we will understand how the automation will work. So let me quickly sign in from here, and then we will proceed further with the rest of the automation steps. So as you sign in, you will be asked to add a Notion database to begin with. And after you add the database, you need to add a document which will be used for the automation process. And finally, you would need to map the fields of the database onto the document to create the PDFs at scale. So let's add the Notion database to begin with. Click on add Notion database and let's copy the database title, that is the form title which we have on our Notion workspace. So let me copy this title which I already have, and let me go back to the setup screen. Click on next, and you have two options. If you want to create a duplicate copy of your Notion template onto your workspace, you can choose this option, which will allow you to test out PDF output. Okay, but we do not want to do this. Rather, we want to select our own pages. So click on select pages and click on select pages once again. And the database title which you have copied, simply put the title inside this search field and you will be able to add the database from here. But before that, make sure you are selecting the correct account which is required. So let me choose my correct account and let me do it once again, and this time it is going to show me the particular form. So let me paste the title, and you can see the form is visible over here. Click on this and the form gets added, and if you scroll down, you will be able to see the particular form that has been added up over here. Okay, so every time you're looking to add a database, always copy the database title and put it inside the search pages. That is the correct way to add a database. Do not add a database by selecting these pages from here which may contain the database, as this process tends to be slow and your database may not be added correctly. So always ensure you are adding the database through the search pages window that we have over here. Besides this, if you have any other properties such as relation or roll-up properties which are added to this database, so let's say a database B and database C are connected to this car accident release of liability form, we also need to add database B and C over here inside the search pages along with the main database that we have over here. So once all the databases are added, then only we will be able to create the PDF files with the relation and roll-up properties intact. So please ensure that you're adding all the databases, whatever is used in your particular form inside the search pages. Let's click on allow access, and now this will give access to the database which we need, and we can proceed further with the rest of the automation steps. So sometimes the database may not appear over here. Click on reload database and you will be able to see the particular database appear over here. If it's still not appearing, simply refresh the page once or twice and the database will pop up, which you can use for the remaining steps. It takes a while to load the database sometimes, and you can see the particular accident release form is available over here. If you scroll down, you will be able to see all the properties of this car accident release form visible over here, one below the other. We can use these properties to copy onto the document that we will be adding right now, and we can then create a PDFs and automation out of this. So let's add the Google document file. Let's click on add Google document. You have two options. You can select any existing document which is already present on your Google Drive. So if you already have any template created beforehand, you can choose this option and select the document from here. Okay, I do not have any such document already available, so I'm going to select my own demo document out of this. Okay, so I'll just click on add demo document, and this will create me a demo document which I can use for the testing purposes. So you can see a demo document has been added up, and I can simply remove the text from here which I do not need. And besides this, you have already all the placeholders automatically mapped. So every property that you see in the database is already created inside this double curly brackets, and it has automatically been mapped to the corresponding property which can be used to create a PDF files. As an example, the date field is already mapped with the date value that you would have over here. So whenever the PDF will be created, the date field that you see inside this placeholder will be replaced with the date values that we have over here. Similarly, the description, location, release statement, all these fields will be properly mapped with the database, and it will be fetched from the database to create the PDFs. If you want to manually map any property, you can simply copy that property and paste it onto the document. So let's say I want to map the release email full name. So I can just copy this release full name, and I can put it anywhere on the document and use Control V or Command V. So this is the shortcut to paste the particular property. So I can use Control V or Command V, and I can paste it onto the document. Similarly, let's say I want to copy the release statement. I can click on copy over here, and I can put it anywhere inside this document. So you can obviously map any of these fields inside your document at your wish. Okay, my fields are automatically mapped with all the placeholders. And the next thing what I need to verify is I want to define the PDF file name. So the PDFs which needs to be generated, I want to generate it by the received by column, or maybe we can generate it by the releasee full name. Okay, so I can select releasee full name from this list, and all the files created will be stored as per the values that you have in this particular column in the database. After this, if you scroll to the right side of the database, you will be able to see two additional properties, that is generate PDF and PDF file. If any record is marked as ready to generate, the PDF file will be created only for those records right inside this particular column. So make sure you are setting your records as ready to generate whatever you want to create as PDF file, and then the PDF file will be created right over there inside this specific column. So let's click on download PDF right now, and my PDFs will be downloaded right into the downloads onto this PDF file section, as well as it will be created on the downloads folder on my computer. So you can see it has already been created onto the downloads folder, and it is already saved inside these PDF files. So I can click on this, and now I will be able to see all the properties have been correctly mapped with the database values onto this particular document. Similarly, let's open up the second file. This has also been correctly mapped. So we have got two documents which were mapped simultaneously with the values from the database, and it has been created over here. Okay, a beautiful thing about PDF output is that once automation is set up, you can click on setup motion automation, and now your PDFs will be automated forever. This means you do not need to come back to PDF output and repeat this entire process to create a PDF file. All you need to do is whenever a user clicks on submit and a new response is captured over here, you can simply mark the records as ready to generate, and the PDF will automatically be created right over here for use case. So this eliminates the need for manual setting up of anything from here, as all the PDFs are automated and they are generated right inside this database. So as soon as a new response gets captured, you can simply put it as ready to generate, and the PDF will be created right over here for your use case, which was our original requirement. So this becomes hands-free, and it is really easy to use PDF output to create PDFs on scale. Okay. I hope this explanation was clear and helpful to you. If you still have questions, use the chat bubble at the bottom of the page and send me any messages with your queries, or else you can use contact section which is there at the bottom of the home page, where you can send me an email with your issues on this. You even have an option to book a free demo session, which wherein I will guide you through the entire